HTCL.
Can you guys hear me?
Good morning, Angelo.
Okay. Did you guys see the stock that's up almost 400%?
Yeah, it's that's almost not humanly possible to catch. It went up in like one big move, pretty much under the table. Like it was 1501, and then by um 531, with no other candles in between, it gapped up. So that's more like an insider type deal. I don't know if it's a SPAC deal or something like that that happened, but that was a bunch of behind the scenes trading.
It's crazy. Someone somewhere has to be like really happy at that one.
Yeah, I mean the insiders, like unless somebody in retail had already held it, they didn't really benefit from this move. Let me look at the daily chart here. Wow, it actually was $4 actually not too long ago in April. So whoever bought this, what is this, a quadruple bottom on the daily chart? So I think I was telling DeAndre this. So when in periods when the market does slow down like this, I start looking at daily chart patterns. So you know how intraday we look at patterns for reversals? I start looking at the same thing, but for day on the daily time frame to kind of already have a setup in mind in case we don't get anything like off the scanners and stuff. So that takes a little bit more deep research.
Or before I wrap. So it's something I need to break down for sure.
Okay.
is that just over time, I'm gonna put money into my cash account.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of woke up with that on my mind. Like I woke up with money on my mind, so I'm
Hey.
like, well, I guess since I'm up, I'll go ahead and initiate the first deposit.
There you go.
I think as I get more confident, I'll trade my cash account from time to time.
Yeah, that's huge. I think I don't know if you guys heard the news, but it's going to be voted on pretty soon. The PDT, that 25,000 PDT rule. Um, One of the largest major changes that happened um, with the whole retail trading and stuff like that was, I think, was it April last year or was it the beginning of this year, where they changed the settlement from 1 day or 2 days. So your cash account, usually back then, like if you sold your settled money, wouldn't settle tomorrow. It would settle the next day, the following day. So they changed that, and obviously it was very beneficial for a lot of people because you have the $25,000 rule. Then it takes 2 days for your cash account to settle. So it wouldn't surprise me if they push that through because if they do, then essentially you'll get unlimited trades no matter how much money's in your account. Yeah, so we'll see.
So something I'm noticing, um, I'm looking through the top games on Weeble, and it looks like a lot of these stocks, the free float is bigger than the volume.
Yes, yes. So these are, I think I was telling Eddie this. These are all meme stocks. These are stocks that the general public is familiar with. So KSS, which is Kohl's, the department store, went up 100% yesterday. That is not your typical low float, move. That is just a retail stock. Somebody tweets out some theory, kind of like GameStop and AMC when that happened. Those were very large float stocks. Comparative, they're not, less than 20 million or so. They're 100 million or something, or even over 50 million. So KSS is an example. Kohl's, um, D DNUT donut here, right? That's Krispy Kreme. Yeah, that's exactly. So that's 76 million. But these are household name stocks, right? And this is the thing with retail. That's why I said there's no, I don't want to even say common sense. There's no strategy. The only strategy is hope, FOMO, hype, and to the moon, right? But they don't understand, okay, you're trying to pump these really large cap stocks where actual institutional investors play heavily, not just them playing, but their algorithms play heavily. So you're already playing a losing game. A lot of times with low flow, low cap stocks, institutions actually, some of them aren't even allowed to trade stocks under $1, or stocks that recently reverse split and stuff. They're just too risky for their portfolio, which is why it's a lot easier for retail to completely overhaul and take over those stocks, which is why those stocks can move 100% easy. But um, Open Door is another one. That was another meme stock recently. But every single meme stock, the retailers are getting crushed. This move would happen here, and then they'll take it down right back to where it started. So anybody who chased this and didn't sell would get crushed. KSS, that happened as well. You see, goes up and then it goes right back down, almost close to where it started. So unless you caught it early, you're getting crushed as a retailer. Because I do think overall, Wall Street genuinely does not want retail to win. So I think after GameStop, they're determined that something like that never happened. So they will let it build enough for people to get excited, but they're taking it down. I think Donut, if that gets up to 100%, I'm definitely shorting that one because I can see them also taking that. Well, they already did. They had already started taking it down. Um, Let me see what else is there. GoPro is also a meme stock, 126 million shares. That's not low flow at all, but that's a household name. Again, if it goes, close to 100%, I'm going to short that one as well because I do believe they'll tank it on retail. So yeah, that's just the nature of the environment we're in right now. It's very new retail heavy, and with that being said, you have to kind of plan your trades. Maybe like the trade that I'm green on today, I planned it yesterday for this morning in case there wasn't anything this morning. Um, and I got lucky. Uh, but I shorted it and it just went down $1 in openings. But yeah, you got to be way more strategic right now. Oh, while I was talking, were you looking at the chart, DeAndre, for PAPL?
It's actually doing a pullback calculator for that one now.
I have it on my chart. Do you see it?
6:30 right now.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Good job. I'm glad you're paying attention. Sorry, Angela, we were looking. No, but you're focused. That's good. Uh, so yeah, Angela, we this is the best play of the day. PAPL is slow flow. It meets our regular criteria. It's outside of the whole meme thing. Um, it's actually less than a million float, 700,000 shares here, but it went up 100% in what, 12 minutes? And so this is the pullback. I need to go ahead and show you something that Tokita actually showed me. He's on the Trade the Pool Discord, but here on Webull to make your 50% pullback easier, you can go here. You see where the pencil is, you're drawing, so it's right next to the trend line that you would use. And you would click this right here. And you would go here. And you would, so the low of the move and then the close of the candle. So that would give you this. And then it automatically gives you the 50%. And then you can just draw your 50% line. I was a little bit more conservative with this box. I actually started my low like down here.
Can you hover over it? Like,
if I click on it, it's right next to the trend line. I click on it, and it's called data and price range. And yeah, it makes it super easy. Let me see. The way you delete the box too, if once you draw your line and you don't necessarily want it there, because I find it distracting, you would click on one of the corners. There's one of these little circle boxes. Click on it, and it'll pop up this little box here, and then you can delete it. But then it just leaves your 50% line. So I guess you weren't on the call earlier. That's why DeAndre already knew the play. But we missed this. He's still on the front end. This is theoretically the first pullback on the 1 minute chart. So this is all what retail is looking at. 5 second, it just moved way too quick for an entry. It had some moves here, some pullback, some horizontal consolidation, but yeah, just super fast. We have to be like a ninja. So he's getting in this first pullback here. Well, he's already in it for the next leg up. But this is the 50% line we had drew for entry, and you can kind of see how the price reacted there.
Thanks for showing me this.
Yeah, you're welcome. I told Takita, like, it's good to be like iron sharpens iron. So it's good to be around like other seasoned traders and have an open mind because I've actually improved a lot actually since I've been engaging like in the Discord group and stuff. And he's also in the WhatsApp group. He's sometimes on a few calls.
Actually, that's not too far from the calculation. I calculated 567 before you showed me, and when I drew the box and drew the line, I think the line was like around 574.
Perfect. Where are you doing your close of the box? Are you closing at the close of the wick, the highest wick, or the highest body?
Pony AI popping up.
Perfect. Yeah, it's pretty. I find it pretty accurate. You know me, I'm conservative, so I'm gonna do my low like super low, like right here. Like 310, I think, and then I did. Let me see. You said your number was. What is my number?
So it's 67.
Yeah, my line is 560. Yeah, 568. I think my line is drawn at.
Drew.
No, no. Surprisingly, this didn't necessarily hit a support before it moved back up. As far as a physical like EMA, what it used as support, zoom in here, is it used that 50% mark for these three candlesticks to sit on and then went up. So had you not drawn this horizontal line, you wouldn't really see an entry as far as support goes. So this is a time where, okay, your EMAs are not as useful. There's no diagonal line because it's a pullback right now. So there's no diagonal line to really go by. So your last line of defense here is the horizontal line.
Like right now, isn't exactly the best time to buy. You said that's pretty much the only stock that's not a meme stock that's good to get in. So I think I'm gonna have to wait for it to
like a double bottom maybe.
Yeah.
Now this is also looking like an inverse head and shoulder. I don't know if you see that. Head, shoulder, shoulder. Do you see that? Shoulder, head, shoulder. Do you see that, DeAndre?
I do.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know if you. Oof, my screen is so dusty. It's ridiculous. I wipe this down every day, but this is kind of what we've been looking at. I don't. Oh, it looks blurry. Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so um, do you do that too? Do you do 50% from the point of the beginning of a move to the close of a candle for the 50% mark on the pullback for entry?
No. No, I just
sorry,
look for. Oh.
You're asking. I was just making sure I responded.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm in like two chats right now, so. You said, what did you say, Eddie? What you look for?
Just a micro pullback, small pullback, and then next candle to make a new high.
Gotcha. Okay. Because you said you're mostly long biased, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I use this religiously, and it works really well for longs. Um, and then also, do you use your EMAs as well?
921 and I can't remember the other. I want to say it's like
Those are good.
100.
Yeah, those are good for pullbacks. Like once it sits on that EMA and uses that support for a bounce, those are usually good too. And then we just look at chart patterns as well, like reversal plays.
Mm-hmm.
So a dip is just temporary for reversal back up. So we look for like the two most popular are the inverse head and shoulder pattern, and then the double bottom. Those are high probability. I think like 80% or something like that.
Yeah.
That it goes up after it forms those patterns. So right now, like PAPL, they got in at that 50% mark. So that line was drawn like 30 minutes ago. But once it hit it, they were able to get in, and then well, one of the traders got it, and then we're just looking for a break now. For hopefully, a new high from 10. That'd be magnificent. Um, but if not, then still a decent move up would be fine. But yeah, that's the only thing in play right now. Everything else is mean and high float.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. I saw Pony popped up for a little bit, but then it fell back down. So,
PONY.
yeah.
I'll take a look at it. Oh wow. Wow.
It's just not getting a lot of attention right now.
Yeah, and then I'm looking at it and it looks drastic on the chart, you know. But then I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, cool. It went from like 1435 to 1488. Percentage wise,
Yeah.
it's a 3% move. It's like not super impressive because in my mind, I'm thinking my team and I can only get half the move in a perfect pullback and next rip up. So like, I don't get excited about 1.5% if
Yeah.
I can only get half of 3%. So it looks nice. It does look like a big move up. I think this is probably a higher float, right?
Um, I'm not sure what the float is.
Float, sheesh, 355. Oh, that's the shares outstanding. The free float is 210 million, which is still pretty. So for a 210 million float stock, and the price is impressive in the momentum world.
Yeah.
Not so much. But yeah, slim pickings. It's very slim pickings right now.
Yeah, there's nothing going on.
It's give PAPL some time,
Mm-hmm.
and if nothing improves within the next hour, I will probably either call it a day or trade at another session.
Yeah. I think yesterday I tried calling the group at like 6:30. I knew it was like not a scheduled regular time, but I may do two calls because I honestly just went back to sleep yesterday. I think around 4-ish. I just went to my car and took a nap, but today I may do the same. Set an alarm for maybe like 6:30-ish, and then I'll call the group again at 6:30 if anybody wants to trade that session. Just because I don't. I mean, I could be wrong. Something could pop up right when we decide to call it, but it's still probably to me is not worth it. I do think we're gonna get some good moves at 6 and 7 because that's when professional retail traders are trading, and then some Wall Street guys, so it's gonna be better moves, easier charts to read. The charts are gonna actually respect support and resistance and levels and all that stuff. So not as much manipulation. I think it's worth waiting for high probability A plus setups than trying to you know, force something.
You said 6:30
AM. Yeah, like in a couple hours, I'll do another. I did a 3 p.m. call yesterday. I don't think anybody was on that call. Yeah, I don't think anybody was on the call. And
Missed
then
the
let me
pony
see.
move. I got stopped
What
out.
else? Yeah, I think I may even go into market open, to be honest. Since we didn't really get much. And then we just got to move with we got to be agile. So there's a specific rhythm the market has. It's disrupted right now with a lot of retail. Retail's never forever. Honestly, this is not forever. They come, they go. I think around April, last year or something like that, one stock went from like 2 cents to like $2. And I'm telling you, like random people became like millionaires like overnight. And that same stock, which has changed its ticker now, started moving again this week, which also tells me retail is in because they remember certain stocks. But I think they lasted last year maybe 2 or 3 weeks in the market, and then they went away for the most part. So I think it's been meme season for about a week now. So I'd say give it another week. And going into August, people don't have as much free time on their hands. Summer is over. It should be back to regular business.
we'll start next week or week after.
Dang, that's crazy already.
Yeah. Be praying for me. Soon I'm gonna start teaching my nephew. I was actually not putting together a lesson plan per se, but just started brainstorming ways to how to start actually teaching. So
Oh wow, are you gonna be homeschooling?
yeah, but like not like formally. I'll probably go to him like after school and be like, hey, let's say I was gonna teach you, let's begin.
Well, you got it. I believe in you. I'll be praying for you too. You're welcome.
I don't think of it as me kind of leaving a legacy. I mean, we don't have kids yet, so if I can do it with family, you know.
No, that's not yet. Like my godchildren are my heirs, so I've got to set them up. You can't just give people stuff. You can't just give people money. You have to teach them how to manage it, teach them how to grow it. This thing never did it ever close out. LU my position.
VWAV. BWAV.
BWAV. Not a whole lot of volume.
Yeah, nothing's moving this morning, chat. Nothing at all.
I think I also see something you taught earlier, Jessica, as I was going over my notes before I jumped in. I wrote down that there's not a lot of price action. That means there's not a lot of volume. I should see that. And it seems like PAPL, it's taking forever to consolidate.
Mm-hmm.
Sense.
Here's one right here, guys. It just broke out of it has high volume, and it just broke out of a
BWAV.
horizontal consolidation. And where does it fall? Oh, 1.66 million float, so it is a lower float. Yeah, PAPL, like you said, it's taking forever to consolidate, but I do like low volume pullbacks. I just need, if it's going to make a higher low, which makes it an uptrend, on uptrends, you do want to see volume pick up to justify a higher move.
It's going up now. Yeah.
Wow. And you see how volume picked up on PAPL as it's going up 36,000 shares here. Previously, it was just 4,000. That's what you want on an uptrend. So now we need it to continue. We need more volume to come in. And we just need them to push for 10. I think if it can, make it your 100%, DeAndre. Look at that. Very good execution, by the way. Very, very good.
I did feel which lowered to
Very good.
690.
Very good. Oh, y'all make me so proud. Yeah, push up for that 1050. Let's break the previous high. Make a new high. Why not? Wait, is it already up 93%? Sure is.
It's not.
Wow. That means when it was up here, it was up well over 100%. Sheesh. All right, let's do 200, guys. And to think we saw it from here. Just watched it.
Pay attention to your office. 707.
What does the order book look like? No resistance? It's to blow past 688. Well, it already made it to 690. So that's good. 691. Let me see what's at 691 here. All right, bulls, you got nothing else right now. Now, the volume did increase here. You see that as it's going up. So that's exactly what we want here. And then we have a low volume pullback. Once the volume picks up again, we'll do our next leg. Looks like a W to me. Looks like a winner. All right, break that. 690, go for 7. 692, way to go. All right, it went to 7.
Push ready.
Go for 8 now. Let's see from here, right here, which was 721. All right, let's go for 730.
SDST.
Right here. Come on, guys. Push. And I need some volume as well. Push with volume, please. Get up over that line and use that as support. Then our next level would be here. All right, guys, push up. All right, they raised the bid to 705. Come on, keep raising your bid. 705, 706, raise the bid higher. Come on, bulls. Somebody needs to get rid of that 390 there. 706. Get rid of that. And get rid of that 1400 at 708. There's no more resistance. New high, new high. I made it to 719. You gotta go to 721. That's not good enough. Go to 730, really. Gotta break through it with some conviction. 730. They raised the bid to 712. That's good. Raise it to 720. Raise the bid. I need about 100,000 shares in a minute. All right, they're at 198, 99, 100%. All right, push up now. Push up, 102, 103, come on. Gotta raise the bid, bulls. What are you doing? Raise the bid to 720. I saw 709. 704. 705. 708. Raise it to 720. 720. There you go. They raised the bid. Boom. And there you go. Next level now. 740. That was nice. Next level now is this here. 780-ish. All right, bulls. Let's do it. Look at it.
Yeah.
We're up 150. No, I can't get it on it. Trade the pool and then and I did not get in on the wheat pool either. It's all good.
I think I missed my opportunity, or maybe it wasn't the best time. I would have missed my money.
All right, bulls. It's the last level. Then you home free. Don't be scared. They've increased their volume as the price is going up. That's what you want to see. I'm going to delete this line. And all right, bulls, you got the floor. You want to be in first place? Come on now, 125, 300% more to go. We got to catch up to this 400% right here. $7.88. They've got to break. Oh, they've got to go for $8. They've got.
Well, chat, I think I'm going to go back to bed and then come back for open. So I will see you guys at probably around 9 EST. So thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in a little bit.
Available.